Hello one and all. So this is something I've been wanting to do for quite a long time, and that's document one of my projects. But usually my projects are so nightmarish and ongoing, I never really have anywhere to stop or start. So here's a nice good one that I'm starting. This is the hull restoration for my 70s Hobie 14. Now, I scooped this up for dirt cheap, but it does have a little bit of issues after this season, so we're gonna get her all fixed up and looking nice. Unfortunately, I left the idiot cam, my GoPro, didn't let it charge, so I'm just using my phone today. But I can give you some idea of what we're working with here. So like I said, it's pretty nice overall. It is scuffed, but that's just from the rollers on the trailer. We got rub patch right here. Bare fiberglass is showing there, but I'm not too worried about that. There is a discolored patch right here, and that's from, I'm guessing, a dock. The same to do with that chewed up corner over there. Just got a couple of chips and dings, miscellaneous stuff here. This side has a big old chip out of it. Same with the other pontoon post. Not as bad as the other one. You can see I have nasty, gross fingers. Chip right here. And no soft spot, but I do have a bit of cracking in the paint. And the underside, from getting dragged along on the beach, of course, is all bare. So, my plan for this is going to glass up the bottom, get some material built up again, get it gel coated, get it waxed. But today, I'm going to fill in those big holes I showed you with some Bondo before I do any of that. Well, I'll bet someone who actually does this for a living is cursing my entire bloodline. But as ugly as that is, I think I have a lot of it filled in. I don't really care if there's extra. I got nothing but time, I'll sand it down. And that big hole did manage to totally fill in that big hole, so that's good news. But yep, I'm gonna work on the rest of it, and the Bondo can says that takes 15 minutes to cure before you sand it down. So by the time I'm done with everything else, that should be good to go. Yeah, I picked the fiberglass Bondo, and that might have actually been a mistake. The holes I have to fill aren't too deep, but dealing with those long fiberglass strands, yeah, that's troublesome. It'll sand out though, I hope. There's something very zen about this. It's like, it's just gonna be terrible and there ain't jack you can do about it. But this is the last spackle on this hull, and I'm going to go back to the one I first did, see about sanding some of it down, just how good or bad it is underneath all this business. Well, it's been an hour later probably. Decided to sand the part in the bow. I didn't realize, but that textured bit in front of the pontoon, it's actually way more difficult. It's got that little step right there too. That change in elevation is kind of tough. So, managed to do this. Still needs a bit of touch up right in this area. Some of these are still a little deep. You can feel them with your fingernail. But the big hole's done. On to the next. Running out of time here, but we'll do what we can. Well, it's another hour. Worked on this patch. I know I said earlier that it was quite relaxing. Well, putting it on was relaxing. Takes the Bondo like 3-4 minutes to set, and then you're done, so you just gotta go. But go a little too hard and you're sanding for hours. said it was very zen, but this part is just anger. Well, it's getting a little bit late here. I was really hoping to be able to knock this one down. The can says to just use 80 grit sandpaper, but for the other patch I found it was pretty hard to blend it. So when I come back tomorrow, I'm gonna give 220 a shot, see if it blends a little bit better. Maybe I want to put more Bondo on it. Anyway, it's getting late. Tomorrow maybe I'll have the GoPro, but till then, got a fair amount of work done, and until tomorrow.